They're going to need something very special here. But it's a great wicket. It's a very good surface. And these guys have done it before. That man in your picture has done it on many occasions. Jayasuriya. Something very special. Most capped one-day international player in world cricket. 390. Exhausted thinking about it. But he has a best of 189. So something near that today. And we might have one heck of a game on our hands. Tharanga. Tharanga, not quite so experienced, 54 matches. A healthy average at the top of the order, over 34. And he has a best of 120. Nathan Bracken will take the new ball, as he has done throughout most of this tournament, and done a very good job. Picks up wickets with it, swings it around normally. Surinder Vas, mind you, couldn't get any swing at all out of this pitch in the first innings. We need to see if Bracken can. 2 slips, a ring of 3 on the offside, 2 men on the leg side and front, saving singles. Fine leg third man. Bracken to bowl. Well, there's no messing around there.
Well, they can't afford to be messing around at the top of the innings. But Tharanga should be fairly confident as well. He almost got dropped in the semi-final against New Zealand, and he proved his worth there. So he should be coming into this game fairly confident. Has to play his shots, yes. Doesn't want to be reckless though.
There's a hint of swing. Tharanga's very much a shot you associate with his opening partner, Jayasuriya. There's that movement. Does use this new white ball well, Nathan Bracken. Not express pace, but he gets it in the right areas, and there's a bit of swing.
That's the sort of length he needs to be bowling. Once he pitches the ball up any further than that, both Jayasuriya and Tharanga will certainly go at him. No fielders in the deep apart from fine leg and, of course, third man.
Remember in the power plays, because of the reduced overs of this game through the rain this morning here in Barbados, one of the power plays has been lost. So 10 overs at the start, where you can only have, well, you've got to have 2 men catching for those first 10 overs, and you can only have 2 outside the circle. In the first and only power play today, you take it your discretion as captain. Nicely placed. It'll only be a single. You can take that power play, the second one, when you feel it's right. You can delay it. And then, of course, you don't need 2 men catching. You still can only have 2 men out on the boundary. You don't necessarily have to have 2 catching. So, 5 from this over to start off. 1 ball to go. Jayasuriya on strike. Batting a long way out of his crease. There's a good foot or so, a foot and a half out of the crease. And it's close to in a wide, thought about, but first over's completed. It's 5 without loss.
Just a little bit of shape there for Nathan Bracken. We didn't see anything at all for Aleem Dar.
Kara down to come in at 3. Joe Wardener, the captain, in good form at the moment, needs to be today. There's depth in batting all the way down. So we'll be hoping for a good start from the two top men here, Tharanga and Jayasuriya. He's going to share the new ball. Possibly the quickest man in this World Cup, Sean Tate. Using the ball from the Malcolm Marshall end. Starts off a lot of his spells with the short ball.
I wonder what height this got to.
I don't think it is wide, but equally I didn't think the one that Fernando bowled. Yeah, these batsmen want it all their own way, Mikey. That will be a wide down the leg side. Never quite know what you're going to get from Tate. One thing you will get is plenty of pace. That ball over 90 miles an hour.
Gets a few wickets as well, Sean Tate. That is why Australia are quite happy with him. He gives them wickets.
Well, a swing there. Slingy action. He tends to swing it into left-handers at this stage of proceedings, and then when he starts to reverse the ball later on, it tends to go the other way with the slingy action. 92 miles an hour, almost chopping that onto the stumps. Bowling, isn't it? Talk about him taking wickets, Mikey.
Three of them. 11 matches for Sean Tate. Tam Muralidharan has finished his bowling for this World Cup. So it's either Glenn McGrath or Sean Tate that should be ending up the leading wicket taker.
Well, the script's probably been written, hasn't it? So Glenn McGrath, his final game. Okay, great factor he's been in Australian cricket. This is his last match. Wants to go out on a high, why wouldn't he? There's 2 wickets clear. Take his chart. Away yet, Jayasuriya.
In the semi-final, everyone was saying things went Sri Lanka's way against New Zealand. Had the right time to bat, had the right conditions under which to bowl. Seems to be the reverse here now, though. The ball is swinging now. Few clouds gathering around again. They certainly didn't have the ball swinging when they were in the field, Sri Lanka.
Well, it's a big appeal, but it always looked to me as if it was going well down the leg side. It's a good over. 2 runs from it. 7 without loss.
You're looking to pitch in line and straighten, and that is the problem with that delivery. It didn't pitch in line, it pitched outside the line of leg stump. And once it pitches outside the line of leg stump, that negates any LBW appeal.
Some of the local characters, Mikey. Gravy in the centre there. Been around forever.
You wouldn't believe the gentleman dressed in white is a school teacher, would you?
The umpires to just have a quick nibble on a banana. I don't get indigestion now. That has been wolfed down. But, only a 10-minute gap today, Mikey.
Exactly. We have to remember that they did not get a lunch break, the umpires. They were out there, of course, during the entire Australia innings. Just a 10-minute break in between innings, and they are back out, so no lunch. Harsh working conditions for the umpires in this game.
That's edged, and that's the breakthrough. Bracken has got it again for Australia. Tharanga following this outside the off stump, almost off the face of the bat.
All to do with the length, not full for the drive. So all he's doing is fending at the ball, Upal Tharanga. Simple catch. Certainly having a fantastic game, Adam Gilchrist. 100 runs under his belt, and now a very easy catch. The first breakthrough, the first wicket for Australia. 7 for 1.
At Western Union, we understand that cricket is more than just a game. It's a passion you share with everyone back home. Just send money from participating Western Union agent locations to India, Pakistan, Bangladesh or Sri Lanka. Mention promo code Cricket2007 and get your country's t-shirt absolutely free. Get into the cricket spirit now. Transact today with Western Union.
Reason he's there. Nathan Bracken has struck again. An early blow for Australia.
Just enough movement off the seam. Tharanga wasn't hanging around either, wasn't waiting on the umpire.
Shahsari at his best. Don't give this man width. He will make you pay.
Has to watch the length that he bowls as well. He's already showed that Sanat Jayasuriya is batting a long way outside of his crease. Anything that full, he'll have a go. You can only hope that he edges it into the slip cordon, but he'll certainly have a go. You don't want with that full.
It's interesting then, just watching Ricky Ponting told Michael Clark, just to get the message to Nathan Bracken, that Sanat Jayasuriya is batting a long way outside of the crease. Been hit for 4, it's a good comeback. Definite player miss. You can see 18 inches outside of the crease.
That's the length he has been bowling to Sandglass rear. Fractionally fuller than that if he wants, but certainly not right up. He's certainly the one that can play the sort of innings that Adam Gilchrist played for Australia.
And come back. It's 12 for 1.
Just slanting a bit down towards that leg stump. Big inside edge. That's the sort of length and also line. You don't want with pitching too full, you don't want with pitching wide above stump.
The early breakthrough then, Tharanga already gone. Going to be easy this. You need almost 8 runs and over when you start the innings. It's nicely played though, that'll be 4. Good shot, got on top of the bounce, placed it well.
Hasn't Maiden getting a lot of runs. Kumar Sangakkara. Could this be his day? Adam Gilchrist wasn't really on the top of his form when he came into this final either. Sri Lanka need their top order. They have to give them a sound foundation.
Gone for the pull. Onto him a little quicker. I'd have thought for a minute there if I hit this straight to mid-on. To 2.5 miles an hour that last delivery.
That ball hit the bat a lot earlier than I expected.
Pulled wide down the leg side. Would rather reach that one, Sankara. I think that probably would have been called a wide as well, Mikey.
I think so. Definitely well wide of the line that they would have used to judge it.
But they're not much fun at slip those, are they? They bounce about 2 feet in front of you. I'm not quite sure how they'll react. Onto him a little quicker than he thought, almost 94 miles an hour.
The one positive that Sri Lanka can take from this is that it's over a shorter period of time that they are chasing these 8 runs per over, 38 overs.
Cricket. Not all about power all the time. You can rotate the strike, it helps. As you say, Mike, 38 overs rather than 50. Gives you a bit more licence. In fairness, 280. It's a pretty good score in a full 50 overs.
It is. It's a lot of runs.
Pretty good over that. 18 for 1. Now that was the story earlier in the day. And then now, sorry Mum, we found him. Four overs gone then, 18 for 1. Australian supporter.
Just 46 runs. Australia got in their first 10 overs when they were batting, which was their lowest 10 over score in the World Cup, but they certainly accelerated after that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those pitches in the market. I think once you get in, see the new ball off, it'll always do a little bit the white new ball. When you've seen that off, accustomed to the pace, bounce and the light, get yourself in. A bit of fun as a batsman on here. Just got to do the first part though.
I think this pitch is a lot friendlier to batsmen than the pitch that they had in Jamaica, and they should have learned from what Mahela Jayawadena did up there.
Hogg in the fielding, 2 good shots there, 2 good stops.
Jack in the box. Constantly on the move, Hogg. Just can't stand still.
The width went after it. Playing a miss.
Missed opportunity. Certainly can't afford deliveries like that to go unpunished. It wasn't the best. Change in the field though. There were 2 slip fielders in earlier on. Ricky Ponting has moved himself from the second slip to a short extra cover.
Both these bowlers made it hard work for these Sri Lankan batsmen. Jai Surya, 4 runs up to the boundary, 1 stroke from 10 balls, so 9 balls he's not scored from. And Sanakar, 6 from 11. He had a boundary in that 6. So it's not been easy. Another good over, a maiden over. It's 18-4.
Just increasing the pressure. Runs per over now required up to 8. They'll be happy that they made the long trip. It's a long way away, Australia.
Sri Lanka at the end of 5 overs, 18 for 1. At this stage of the game,
Well, they need 264 runs to win from 33 overs. It's an enormous ask. Shots like that help though. Through extra cover.
Two things wrong with that from Sean Tate. Too full and a bit too wide, giving him the room outside the off stump. Bowlers are allowed to make mistakes though. They're not robots. Just don't want to be making them too often.
Steering that down to third man. That time of the day, Mikey.
Well, they had a lot of hours this morning where there was no cricket BP, so you can imagine what was taking place without cricket to entertain them.
In this field. So, Hogs the man in this field. So, one becomes two.
You always find the Australians doing this though. They will always throw the ball at the stumps because they expect someone to be backing up. And he was backing up, he just got an awkward bounce.
Now this is going to get to third man. Not quite. Not quite. Watson's the man who tries to get under it now. Does it not quite get there?
I don't think he judged it very well. It took a long time to start coming in. Just got through the fingers. Another step forward and he would have had it.
Well, I'm afraid it has to go down to chance, doesn't it? An easy one, a chance. That's four. That needs a run for that. 4 and wide.
He enjoys that area.
It is the width. That's what he loves. And 4 more. Good over. It's everything they needed. 16-5. It's 34 for 1. Well, he's short and wide this time. Previous 2 fours are over pitched. This is short. Those are up and over the slips. Fans have woken up. Six overs then. That was a good over for Sri Lanka. They've taken themselves up to 34 for 1. Time for a change in the commentary box. Ian Bishops with Mark Nichols.
Yeah, thanks, Ian. I was just about to say that the buzz has come back to the game. Crowd almost, well, not deflated because they've seen such an amazing performance from Adam Gilchrist, but certainly it was hard for them to lift themselves. The Sri Lankan supporters wondered whether there'd even be a contest, and what they needed was just an initial flurry from their own guys that lifted spirits and hopes. It's been a very happy crowd today. I think this is everything that the World Cup wanted and needed. Everything that we all dreamt the tournament would be in the Caribbean, a sort of carnival of the game with all sorts of nations mixing and coming together in a celebration of cricket. Well, certainly that's the sense that one gets all around the Kensington Oval. Rather in the way, Ian, that Adam Gilchrist hadn't quite exploded throughout the World Cup, neither has Kumar Sangakkara.
Yeah, he's due something. He's had a half century early in the tournament, but really by his own high standards and the form that Sangakkara has shown over the last couple of years in world cricket, they need him to partner Jayasuriya and partner him well today. I think there might be a change in bowling the way Sean Tate has been used in this World Cup. I'd be surprised that Glenn McGrath will replace him very soon.
Thinking of two and deciding against it. Great pace of the ball from Michael Hussey. A slip and a short extra cover of the two attacking fielders. Pitch has had good even bounce, nothing like the sort of flying, quite alarming bounce we saw when England played Bangladesh here. Not so much so in the Australia-Ireland game, but it was a bit harder to tell during that match. The South Africans were here as well. There was plenty carried through. The best pitch probably for everybody was the England-West Indies one, but this one certainly favoured the batsman. Bracken bowling a little quicker and hitting the pitch a little harder today, just back of a length, not allowing any drives. Seven overs gone, it's 36 for 1. For Sri Lanka to do something really special. They did something very special back in 1996 when they won the World Cup under the captaincy of Arjuna Ranatunga in Lahore on one of the most spectacular cricket occasions. Now here it has to be an assault of, well, previously almost unseen proportions, just 31 overs left. Glenn McGrath, who's the player of the tournament, he's got that one in the bag. He's also got the most wickets at the moment. He's also surpassed Wasim Akram as the highest wicket taker in World Cup history. He's into the attack for the first time today and the last time in international cricket. He's got a wicket in his first over 6 times in the tournament so far. He's announced that he'll retire from international cricket after this World Cup. So this afternoon is it for a true champion, one of the finest that's ever been, and his record in all forms of the game stands up.
There's one man who the shoulders on whom responsibility for Sri Lanka will rest. This is one of his scoring areas. He scores very strongly square of the wicket on either side. Not so much through mid-on and mid-off, not impossible for him, but really does pepper extra cover point, backward point. It's from this third man area up to extra cover on the offside. And then if you go leg side, mid-wicket and square leg as well. And McGrath bowls a very meticulous length.
It's a wide ball. That's not a Glenn McGrath special by any means. Actually, it swung quite a lot.
It's one difference between the Sri Lankans bowling with the new ball as well. Australia have gotten the new ball to swing a lot more than Sri Lanka did. Vas didn't swing it at all. Malinga barely. Bracken certainly swung it straight away. I don't know what the reason for that is. Not sure there's a huge difference in the overhead conditions. Certainly one ball or one team is getting this new ball to swing a lot more than the other.
Might just be the ball. We know that Chaminda Vas swings the ball. We know that Lasith Malinga swings the ball. Certainly Jayasuriya will want to. Sangakkara will have to go with him, and he'll really have to go. A direct hit might have been the end for Sangakkara. Brad Hogg came sprinting in from the square leg boundary, and he has a fast and flat arm. Now Jayasuriya always wanted two here. It didn't matter what Sangakkara had in mind, Sanath was going to go. Tense period of the game. Everybody knows, that Sanath Jayasuriya has the game to take it to Australia and even give Sri Lanka an opportunity to win this World Cup. And he probably feels all that expectation himself. By his standards, this is a careful start. Very careful start. It's 39 for 1. The ability to deal with pressure is something that the Australians have done remarkably well. Something that Sri Lanka did in 1996, though one of the clever things about Arjuna Ranatunga was the way that he took pressure off his team. He almost billed Sri Lanka as the underdogs in that World Cup. Kumar Sangakkara, 20 to Sanath Jayasuriya, 39 for 1, another 243 needed in 30 overs. It's a rate of 8 and over, just over it as Shane Watson comes into the attack. Nathan Bracken nice and tidy, 1 for 12 with that little bit of swing that Ian Bishop was talking about. Shane Watson isn't a swinger of the ball. Because of that, he's proved costly. And what he's done is learn to change his pace. He's become a pretty good user of different paces and also different lengths. And balls to Sangakkara. He finds the space nicely for a couple. All right, just all right. Squeals of catch it from behind the wicket.
They're only averaging 34 so far in 11 World Cup, 11 matches in this World Cup, 308 runs. None of the important runs coming by. The important runs you're talking against the big teams, half centuries against Bangladesh and Bermuda. Half century against England, New Zealand as well.